I know, I know this is not my favorite. This is one of my least favorite Nintendo franchises. But Earthbound is a game that a lot of people like, except for me and a few other people. I thought Earthbound was just another generic RPG. Maybe if I grew up in the 90s, I'd understand the greatness of Earthbound. But yep, we're now here. The Mother series. The last game in the franchise was released 14 years ago only in Japan. Two of the games so far have released in the West, Earthbound and Mother, where its Mother released on the Wii U as Earthbound Zero. But Mother 3? That never happened. But yeah, why hasn't Nintendo attempted to continue the series? Well, even to this day, they could easily make Square Enix or Monolith Soft or any other developer they have to basically make another Earthbound game. Especially Monolith Soft could make an Earthbound game. Or yes, even no, not Game Freak. They're not a good one too. Yeah, we all know Game Freak is not a good option, considering how bad they make Pokemon. But yep, Ape Inc. was one, and actually Ape Inc. and Creatures Inc. actually made Earthbound. They were the ones that made the Pokemon Ranger games. But we'll be going after why isn't there a Earthbound 4 or Mother 4? So there was a fan. So let's go over why there is no Mother 4 and explain it all. So there was a Mother 4 game, but it removed its title from the series and rebranded to its own entity. So that is not Mother 4. It is its own thing, despite being inspired heavily by Earthbound. And actually, there have been several games that have came out over the recent years that have been inspired by Earthbound. Such as Citizens of Earth, Oddity, which is basically Mother 4, which is its original development was Mother 4, but rebanned to its own IP, which I think was smart, and of course, Undertale. Yes, that game. So if you really want to talk about the unofficial Mother 4 game, you could say it's Undertale or Oddity, which is the unofficial Mother 4 fan game. But yeah, Mother 4 basically is a game that doesn't exist. It does, but there's no official Nintendo property. They called Earthbound Mother 4. And I think that this is actually a pretty missed opportunity. Why is it a missed opportunity? Because RPGs since Earthbound, have become more popular. You had this. I'm talking about mostly Japanese RPGs. Of course, Western RPGs were bound, like Skyrim, were bound to be popular because they're epic fantasy games. But we have niche fantasies, for example, Persona becoming very, very, very popular. Before Persona 5, Persona was a very obscure series as well. And I think because of Persona 5's success, we have more RPGs selling well in the US. We still don't. Not every RPG can be as successful as Persona, Final Fantasy, or any of the big names in the RPG genre. But yeah, I think that Nintendo had a very missed opportunity of releasing even Mother 3 in the West. Considering that RPGs have become popular in the US after Pokemon and Final Fantasy VII released. And this is just why hasn't Nintendo returned to this series? I get the creator said that he doesn't want to make another entry in the series, but it still can't stop Nintendo from basically passing down the torch to someone else. Considering that Mother 3 has made 14 years ago, it just doesn't make any sense. Why is there no Mother 4? Why or C or a fourth Mother game? Because if you get basically, Final Fantasy basically is, yeah, Final Fantasy has different characters every single time. And yeah, Nintendo is not owned by Mother. Is each word for how Nintendo second party and creatures, but how made Kirby and Kirby successful. So yeah, that doesn't. So yes, Earthbound or Mother 4 will basically probably never happen. 5 years ago, the creator of Earthbound said nope, nope. Basically, yeah. But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I'm surprised Nintendo has not given it to the people at HAL Laboratory that's making another game. Let someone else direct it. Maybe even make the creator of Smash Bros. Make it. Considering he made Kid Icarus and such of stuff. Good stuff. I bet he'll just probably make Smash Bros. Instead. Or Kid Icarus Uprising 2. Since those seem to be more successful. Or even a Kirby game. Is owned by eToy, HAL, second party. So yes, that's why Nintendo had, despite NES and Lucas appearing in Smash Bros. And the Earthbound series becoming very much more popular over the 10 years, Mother 4 will not exist. There are unofficial Mother 4s, such as Undertale, which according to Game Theory is related to Undertale. No, Undertale is related to Earthbound according to Game Theory. Citizens of Earth, which is based off of it, and of course Oddity, or originally called, originally was a fan game. Maybe Nintendo also just let the game that they were making Mother 4. But yeah. So that's why there's no Mother 4. They don't want to make it. They don't care. Yeah, and I think Creatures Inc., yeah, they are more focused on making Pokemon spin-offs at the current moment, or other games related to Pokemon, and basically games related to Pokemon franchise, which again is considered Ape Inc. was one of the companies that turned into Game Freak as well. So yeah, that's why, and yeah, I don't really think Earthbound's really gonna be it's not really gonna really get any new big game, basically now. And yeah, they're not gonna make it's the creator of Earthbound is basically the opposite of Kojima. He doesn't really care about making games. He only made it fine for money, basically. You know. And yeah, Ape Inc. was turned to Creatures Inc., which again helps with Pokemon games, I think. Yeah, helps with Pokemon games. Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, helps with Pokemon franchise. Yeah, basically, yeah, that's what Creatures Inc. does now, is just make Pokemon games and Smash Bros. Yeah, so yeah, basically there's another Pokemon development team. They made Pokemon X and Y and Pokemon Sword and Shield for the modeling of the game. But there we go. Creatures Inc. is making Pokemon games. HAL Laboratory just makes Kirby now. And that just leaves Earthbound. Noel. Yep, Noel. Because we all know HAL Laboratory already, yeah, it's basically Kirby. They're known for Kirby, basically. If you look at the development of games, basically that's Kirby. So yep, HAL Laboratory is not going to return to Earthbound anytime soon because of Kirby, and Ape Inc., now Creatures Inc., is making Pokemon games. So yep, there is a reason why Mother 4 is going to be made. Neither of the developers who made Earthbound or Mother 3 really want to make a sequel to it. They're more focused on much more popular franchises, such as Kirby and, of course, Pokemon. Heck, they are even in Pokemon. They even helped co-make Pokemon Sword and Shield. Which, if you want to look at it, Pokemon is technically a spiritual successor to Earthbound, but Pokemon is basically its own thing. Basically, Pokemon and Earthbound don't really have much in common, because Pokemon you catch and train Pokemon to fight. Pokemon is more similar to Digimon than it is Earthbound. And yes, Earthbound will probably never get a fourth game. Until probably in 2030. Until Nintendo finally says, okay, we run out of ideas, let's just make Earthbound 4 and make everybody happy. So at this moment, there will be no Earthbound 4. Literally nothing to do with Earthbound, basically. And yeah, if you really want to play the closest thing to Mother 4, just play the fan-made game that is coming out, that has changed its name, called Oddity, or just play Undertale, which again is inspired almost exactly by Earthbound. And yeah, you might even think it is a sequel to Earthbound. Maybe, yeah, maybe, yeah, don't really think that even the creator of Undertale will make a version of Earthbound for the Switch. So yeah, don't count that out and at either. It would be a pretty cool idea, but yeah, despite Undertale being inspired by Earthbound, I don't even think the creator of Undertale is gonna make a new version of Mother. So yeah, the Mother series is effectively a dead franchise. And yeah, I think F-Zero, I think Earthbound's gonna be with another Nintendo franchise called F-Zero, which again, that is another dead Nintendo franchise. Basically, because Nintendo clearly, quote unquote, has no new ideas. Even though F-Zero is a freaking racing game, but we all know why F-Zero died. It's because of Mario Kart's popularity. We all know that's the reason why. So yep, there we go. So that's why Earthbound never got a fourth game. I'm surprised this video is 10 minutes long. I'm sorry for that. Goodbye.